Hello, today we're dragging you to Hay-on-Wye. We're going to explore the book town. We're going to have a little hike up in the hills and have a picnic there and finish the day with a nice movie night. And I'm bringing some sourdough and pulled pork for the picnic. I even started the trip with some sangria. As Andrew was the one driving, all I had to do was hold the sourdough and enjoy the views. You can tell we thought it was going to rain by the amount of jackets we brought, but thankfully it ended up being a really nice and sunny day. So we only needed them in the evening when it cooled down. But yeah, I've never been to Wales before, and Hay-on-Wye was definitely one of those towns that, I don't know, I would like to keep going back to. After we parked up, we started exploring the town, and there was honestly loads to see. We even got to see some people dancing. I wish that was me. We all drove here separately, so after grouping up, we decided to go for a little mooch and check out the local shops. And as you can tell, all the shops looked really cute, and it was really hard for me to hold myself back and not spend all my money. You can see Andrew checking out some cute mugs in the background. And after checking out the shops, it was time to go grab a drink, and we found a really cozy pub. It turned out to be a pretty hot day, so we really needed that cold drink. And that's us. And then it was finally time to go and explore the bookshops, which is what makes Hay-on-Wye such a famous town. I think it has around 20 bookshops, but every time I Google it, it gives me a different number, so I guess we'll never know. This particular bookshop is one of the nicest ones that I've ever been to. It had 3 floors, and you could literally spend hours here just looking at different books. This place had such good atmosphere. Both Andrew and I loved it, and the creaky floors really made you feel like you're in an old library. Very cozy though. This place literally had everything. It had really old Bibles. It had these super cool looking classics with really nice art on the covers. It also had this really cozy corner with a sofa and a really nice view. I feel like I could literally spend hours here just reading. And this section really made me wish that I could sew, because look at all the fabrics and all the supplies. What a dream. And then we found these really cute origami birds. But I've always been pretty shit at origamis, so all I did was admire in this case. I didn't buy any of these. And then we descended to the ground floor where all the comic books were held, and the ceiling was quite low, so you could tell I'm walking just fine, but poor Andrew had to lean down so he doesn't hit his head. And once everyone was happy and got all the books they wanted, we set off to the hills. The views were actually insane. It got me emotional, which is no surprise. I'll cry over anything, but still. And going for a hike wasn't actually in our plans before we set off, as you can tell from the clothes we're wearing, not very hiking friendly. But when we saw those views, we were like, we have to get up there. And it was hard work. I was out of breath 90% of the time. But it was honestly so worth it. The views were incredible. There were loads of sheep, and we actually even found a family of wild horses. Like, what? And that's Joe providing us with some 10 out of 10 content. Exceptional performance. Give this man an Oscar. Come on. And here's Mr. Andrew. As we were driving to the picnic area, we saw more wild horses. Very cute. And then we parked up and started getting the food ready because everyone was really hungry. And here's Joe on the sangria duty. And here's Ellis preparing his insane pasta dish. Honestly, I never expected we'd eat so well out in the middle of nowhere, so thank you, Alice, for the food. 10 out of 10 food. Then it was time for meal number 2, and the second meal was pulled pork that I made the night before and some sourdough. I really hate cutting sourdough, so thank you, Jake, for doing it for me. Then we also had some incredible sweets that Calypso baked, and I was too busy shoving them in my mouth, and I didn't film any of them, which makes me really sad because they were so pretty and so delicious, so I'm really sorry. After all the amazing food, it was time to wind down and get ready for the movie. We decided to watch Hot Fuzz, which I've never seen actually. We decided to watch it from the boot of Andrew's car. It was actually really comfy. And as we were all nice and cozy watching the beginning of the movie, Ellis, being an amazing host, was preparing all of us hot water bottles. In the end, we didn't finish the movie as it got quite late and we had about an hour and a bit to drive home. So we made sure the place was clean and went home. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please consider subscribing for more similar content. And you may have also noticed that the audio in this video sounds much better than in the previous video, and that might be because my amazing partner went and got me an amazing microphone. I said amazing so many times because I'm so happy. But yeah, I'm still figuring it out, so I really hope that the audio is more bearable now. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah!